How's it going, guys? So it finishes 3-0. A good performance overall in terms of the full 90 minutes. The first half, although we was leading 1-0, I don't think we played well in an attacking sense. But defensively, as we have all season, we just look like a brick wall. So we've only conceded one goal in 4 games, and that was off a free kick, a direct free kick. The defensive performance, even with Saliba injured, White hardly playing, and Calafiori coming in for Skelly this season, and the rotation, Zubimendi for Partey. It's been amazing, honestly. Our defence is what could win us the league this season, and I'm hoping we get these clean sheets racked up. We've got 3 out of 4. So Reyes only conceded the 1 goal, which was that free kick against Liverpool. Overall, I think Madueke had the best game today in an Arsenal shirt. The amount of times he took his player on the inside, on the outside, when he got to the byline, and putting good balls in, but unfortunately we just couldn't get on the end of them. Now everyone can see, all the Arsenal fans that was hating on him and abusing him can see that Madueke is an important player. Most of the game was going through Madueke on that side, and we didn't even mention Saka once in this game, and that's because Madueke was performing at that sort of level. You ain't gonna get a Saka replacement on that level, and I said this when we signed Madueke, and before we signed him, that he's gonna be a top player for Arsenal, and he's becoming that. Look, even for England, he was England's best player in those 2 games. Defensively, Mosquera has been amazing. Not a bad thing to say. Saliba, we forgot he even plays for Arsenal, because Mosquera does that good a job. Not just today, at Anfield a couple of weeks ago. Arteta's got the selection right today because Rice has rested. Gyökeres has been taken off. Unfortunately, Odegaard got injured. Nwaneri had to come on. Didn't play his best game. But we win 3-0. We're top of the league. And that's 4 games played, 3 wins, 9 points out of 12. See what happens with Chelsea tonight against Brentford away, and then Liverpool tomorrow, which more than likely they'll win at Burnley. Overall, we control that game from the first minute to the end. The first half was quite frustrating because we couldn't seem to break them down, especially with them having a new manager. We didn't know how they're going to set up, so we can excuse them for that because it's a new manager. We didn't know what sort of side he's going to play, how he's going to set up. But once we understood what their plan was in the first half, the second half, we sort of just notched it up a gear, took the handbrake off, and put the accelerator down, and went on cruise control. So, yeah, fair play Arteta. He's got the 3 points. He needed to, because he would have been under a lot of pressure. And we play Man City now at the Emirates next week, which is another must-win game before we go to Newcastle. Top performance in the second half, and then we had Martinelli coming on, Trossard coming on. The depth is quite frightening. Gyökeres got his goals. That's 3 goals in 2 games at the Emirates and 3 goals in 4 games. And that was just that one shot that he sort of had, and it ended up being a goal. Eze with the assist. Eze didn't have his best game, but he got the assist, which created the second goal, which was the important one. Forest really couldn't do much. They crept into the game in the second half, but then Arteta made the substitutions at the right time, like Rice coming on, and then we just take control and stop Forest from getting any closer and putting a hand onto the game. So other than that, there's no point getting overexcited. Obviously, it's exciting when a goal comes in because you're supporting your team and you celebrate it. But it's 3 points, and we go away. I think we're playing Athletic Club on Tuesday evening even, in the Champions League. So we've just got to prepare for that for 2 days, and then we play the big game, which is Man City at Emirates next week, which I believe we will win comfortably, but we'll have a preview out for that. So yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to say on this reaction. So yeah, let me know what you think.